Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we're in beautiful Nevada, and more specifically in Las Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip. And as you guys have guessed it, well, yes, the Las Vegas Strip is the main strip right here in Las Vegas, where there's all the casinos, all the hotels, all the entertainment. And speaking of entertainment, this street is kind of an adult theme park, so there's really quite a lot of rides. As I said, there's casinos, there's just so many cool decorations and a lot of live shows, and yeah, I can't wait to explore this. So without any further ado, let's explore. Las Vegas, often simply known as Vegas, is the 25th most populous city in the United States and is an internationally renowned major resort city known primarily for its gambling, shopping, fine dining, entertainment, and nightlife. The Las Vegas Valley as a whole serves as the leading financial, commercial, and cultural center for Nevada. The city bills itself as the entertainment capital of the world and is famous for its luxurious and extremely large casino hotels. With over 2.9 million visitors a year, Las Vegas annually ranks as one of the world's most visited tourist destinations. The city's tolerance for numerous forms of adult entertainment earned its nickname Sin City, and has made Las Vegas a popular setting for literature, films, television programs, and music videos. One thing that is really fascinating right here on the Las Vegas Strip is the fact that each hotel has a different theme. Like behind me, you can see a pirate boat, and the reason that it's a pirate boat is because, well, the hotel's theme is Treasure Island. That's the name of the hotel. So pirates is the theme of this hotel, and island adventures and adventures on the sea. And yes, they do have shows on this boat sometimes, and even when you go inside the hotel, they also have decorations. But even the outside is super well decorated. There's a bunch of water, there's a bunch of ships, there's a bunch of different things that have to do with pirates. And this is kind of the power of Las Vegas, is that each of these hotels have a different theme. So if you want to visit everything on the Strip, well, you're going to have to visit every one of these hotels. Treasure Island Hotel and Casino initially opened with the free Battle of Buccaneer Bay Pirate Show, performed in the lagoon along the Strip where the boats are located. The 15-minute show was performed several times a day and featured 22 actors. On October 21st, 2013, the Pirate Show had its final performance. It was initially intended to be temporary, but was made permanent due to the fact that the show would cost the hotel over $5 million annually. Like a majority of the big hotels and casinos in Las Vegas, Treasure Island is located at the Las Vegas Strip, which is a stretch of the Las Vegas Boulevard. The Strip, as it's known, is about 4.2 miles long. Walking along the Strip, one will quickly notice that all these large hotels have themes to them. One such hotel that stuck out at the edge of the Strip is Circus, which, as the hotel name says it, has a circus theme and really shows the decadence of most of these hotels with big clown signs and many light fixtures around the entrance. Looking at all these decorations and seeing these high sky-rise buildings in the middle of what should be the desert is extremely fascinating. Not all major buildings have such flamboyant themes, but even the more moderately decorated high-rise buildings have interesting colors and themes to them, just in a more subtle way. One of the craziest and biggest hotels here on the Vegas Strip is the Venetian Hotel. It was built in 1999, and this hotel truly is grand. And kind of like the name of the hotel says it, well, Venetian, Venice, so it's supposed to look like Venice, Italy, and they did a really good job representing it and making it look like we are in Italy, because it is beautiful. It's surrounded by water. They even have gondolas, so if you want to go for a gondola ride, kind of like in Venice, you can do that too. And also a lot of the architecture and especially the sculptures are so intricate and beautiful. Like whoever designed this hotel really did a stupendous job, because while walking right here, you do feel like you are in Europe, and it is also so grand in some way. It's almost not like modern day Europe, but ancient day Europe, when it was the time of the Romans, when they had so much money, and it's really truly beautiful. And then once you go inside, they also have a shopping center with a bunch of stores. There's over 160 different stores, and obviously, like all the hotels here in Vegas, they have shows, they have a bunch of decorations, a bunch of entertainment, a lot of food, and a lot of different things, and obviously it is also a casino. The Venetian is themed after Venice during the 1400s and 1500s. It features numerous landmarks from the city. Initially, Adelson, the owner of the casino, did not plan for the resort to have a theme. His second wife, Miriam, eventually suggested theming the resort after Venice, where they had spent their honeymoon in 1991. Many of the resort's landmarks and statues were created by Treadway Industries. The design project included 250 artists and sculptors. For historical authenticity, the resort hired 2 Venice historians, while Treadway sent a team there to photograph the city. Venice Mayor Massimo Cacciari was critical of the design, calling it a mega-galactic example of kitsch and comparing the resort with a streetwalker. The exterior entrance along the Las Vegas Strip is replicated after Doge's Palace and includes a recreation of the Rialto Bridge. Inside the hotel shopping area, the Grand Canal shops occupy an indoor plaza, which depicts St. Mark's Square and features a sky-painted ceiling. Another area of the resort features 21 faux Renaissance-era paintings that were framed and attached to the ceiling. In front of the Venetian, we have the Mirage Hotel and Casino, where Siegfried and Roy used to perform with their famous white tigers. A statue commemorating them can be seen on the outside of the hotel, as well as a beautiful fountain filled with dolphin statues and an intricate design. The Mirage is also famous for their Beatle-themed Cirque du Soleil show Love, which started production in 2006 and combines the reproduced and reimagined music of the Beatles with an interpretive circus-based artistic and athletic stage performance. One thing that I must say about Vegas is that it is super duper hot. Yes, after all, we are in the middle of the desert, so even though they built all of these casinos and there's quite a lot of air conditioning in these casinos, well, it's kind of like an illusion because, well, we are in the desert, so it's very hot days. Sometimes it cools at night, but somehow in Vegas it feels like it's also hot in the dead center of the night, so it's hot all the time. But right now we're in summer and walking through the strip is a little bit difficult, but it is also fun because there's quite a few stores, there's quite a few restaurants, there's a lot of decorations. So if you're courageous enough to walk and not just be in the casinos, because the casinos are always a little bit dark. There's a lot of light from the casinos and the slot machines and a lot of the gambling things. But if you want to see a little bit of outside stuff and a little bit of the stores that are outside on the strip, well, it is worth walking here because, as I said, there's a lot of pretty architecture from the hotels, but you'll have to bear the heat. There are numerous shops and dining experiences on the Las Vegas Strip. Even though there are a lot of choices, most of them are going to be extremely overpriced fast food style joints and stores such as Walgreens, which offer $5 water bottles, just to give an example of something being too expensive. Out of all the outdoor shopping areas on the promenade, the Link Promenade was the most pleasant one simply because it looked like a real outdoor shopping mall and not just a tourist trap. Most of the tenants are restaurants or nightlife businesses. A primary attraction of the Link Promenade is the 550-foot high roller observation wheel, which was the tallest in the world upon opening in 2014. The main mall structures includes a top floor deck that is used for events, and a vortex-shaped LED canopy that displays advertisements to people below. By 2017, the Link Promenade had added the Strip's first In-N-Out burger, and thereafter in 2019, comedian Jimmy Kimmel partnered with Caesars to create Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. Later that year, the Promenade added the world's largest ice bar, measuring 1,200 square feet. In Vegas, they must really adore Italians because so many hotels have an Italian theme to it. Like here, right here, we have the Caesars Palace, which is pretty darn grand. They even rebuilt the Colosseum. There's a bunch of architecture that really resembles like the old Roman architecture that you would kind of see in old Italy. And it is really impressive to see this really white building filled with a bunch of stone that kind of resembles a little bit marble. And it is really a palace in itself because I could kind of see Caesar living in this. And of course, like all the other hotels, there are casinos, there's a lot of restaurants in there. But this is really truly kind of like an outside museum because, well, there's just so much art right here, and at the same time it's almost like traveling to Italy. Construction of the 14-story Caesars Palace Hotel on the 34-acre site began in 1962 and it opened in 1966. Water is heavily used for at least 18 fountains throughout the casino resort, which uses over 240 million gallons a year. A 20-feet-high statue of Julius Caesar hailing a taxi lies in the driveway leading to the entrance, and there are replicas of the Sabine women and statues of Venice and David which greet guests as they arrive. The Forum Shops at Caesars, also known as the Forum, is a 636,000 square foot shopping mall, built as an extension wing of the main hotel and casino in 1992. Many outer structures of the outdoor middle court of the hotel resemble that of the circus, adding to that old-style Roman atmosphere filled with bars, outdoor artwork, and famous restaurants. One thing that I also noticed between one hotel and the other is the fact that there are many man-built bridge crossings allowing people to cross from one hotel to the other without having to worry about traffic. They have the Eiffel Tower right here in Vegas. Who would have thought that you could have gone to the middle of the desert and found the Eiffel Tower? Obviously, it's not as big as the Eiffel Tower that you would find in Paris, but it's still pretty amazing that they have it right here in the middle of the Vegas Strip. And it's really well situated too, because it's dead center in the middle of the Vegas Strip. It's also part of a hotel called Paris Hotel, so thus the theme. But yeah, it is really beautiful, and I think that it's even more beautiful at night because it's lit up, but even right now it's really cool to see this little piece of architecture. Paris Las Vegas was not intended to be a true historical recreation of the real buildings in Paris, France. Everything was stylized, sized and proportioned to fit the project, but the actual detail that went into the work is very intricate. The sculpted elements were carefully executed. The facade includes replicas of the Arc de Triomphe, 2/3 scale, the Louvre, the Paris Opera House, and the Musée d'Orsay. The designers traveled to France to study these landmarks. The resort's half-scale Eiffel Tower replica rises 540 feet, with an observation deck at 460 feet, capable of holding up to 96 people. Upon the resort's opening, the 3 interior legs contained a sportsbook, a casino host area, and a bar respectively. The 4th leg rests outside the resort along the strip and initially served as a ticket booth for guests to visit the observation deck. The resort's main sign along the strip depicts a Montgolfière hot air balloon. Adjacent to Paris, there are many other hotels, including Planet Hollywood, with its film theme, and the Bellagio, which boasts an enormous lake of water, making once again the torrid desert of Nevada into an amazing oasis. We're almost at the end of the Las Vegas Strip, and we've seen a lot of hotels, a lot of really cool architecture, a lot of casinos, and a lot of shops. And I think that this is probably the perfect place to end this video. Boy, oh boy, I must say though, Las Vegas is really gorgeous. It's almost like an outdoor museum. I really feel like this could be the first part of a couple parts of videos, because there's more casinos to visit. There's also potentially also nighttime video of Las Vegas that I could make. But yeah, with that being said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment too. Let me know if I should come back here. Let me know what you think about this video. Okay, well that's it. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.